The Hilltop story is a story of patiently waiting on God's promise. When I talk about the beginning of Hilltop Church, I often bring people back to that basement room where God downloaded the vision into Kate and I's heart. And that's not entirely where it all started. It started years before that when Kate and I lived in Rockford, Illinois. And I would spend my mornings and my lunch hours in the sanctuary in prayer. And it was in that season that I didn't get a vision for the church that God wanted us to start. He gave me a heart for a state. I became obsessed with the state of Iowa. I'm still obsessed with the state of Iowa. And it was in that season that Psalms 37 verse 4 came to life for me, that I delighted so much in the Lord that his desires had become my desires. And all I could think about was starting something with God in the state of Iowa. I couldn't escape it. There was no other place that I wanted to plant a church. There was no other place that I wanted to do ministry. I wanted to see what was possible in Iowa. Fast forward a couple years, and Kate and I are in a season where we're living in her parents' basement. And it was in that basement room where God began to give us the vision that would become Hilltop Church. We wrote it all over the walls. We put it on sticky notes, and we began to pray into the church that God would use us to start. And it wasn't for a few years after that when we actually felt the release from God to start the church. It was 2018, and we started to have launch team services. And in fact, our first launch team service that we ever had as a church was in one of our launch team members' basement. And it felt like a God moment, because we birthed the church with the vision in a basement, and now we're starting and launching God's church in a basement. We outgrew the basement pretty quick, and we moved to an office space in Urbandale, Iowa. And for 10 months, we had launch team meetings and services, and we cast vision for what God was gonna do through Hilltop Church. Finally, on October 21st, 2018, we launched Hilltop, and we began to see the God dream that is Hilltop Church become a reality. In the past 7 years, we've watched God take us from 35 people on Sunday mornings to hundreds of people in 2 services every Sunday morning that call Hilltop home. We've watched God take us through COVID shutdowns, through changing theaters, and even a theater that was in West Des Moines where we started, to now the Palms Theater in Waukee, Iowa. We've witnessed miracle after miracle. We've witnessed salvations and baptisms and child dedications. We've seen families restored, marriages put back together, and bodies healed. Hilltop is a story of God performing miraculous things every single Sunday and every single season. And I know this because I know my God. The best is yet to come.